We're now on to natural deduction. Natural deduction with propositional logic, the idea here is you will be given arguments. And you'll be given the premises, and you'll be given the conclusion. And these are valid arguments. But what you may not notice, you may go, well, how do these premises prove that conclusion? And natural deduction allows us to do that. We are able to follow along with the process. Like if I say Al and Bob are going to be at the party, and if Al is at the party, then Cindy will be at the party. Therefore, Cindy will be at the party. Well, what happens is we can conclude Cindy will be at the party because if Al and Bob are there, then we know Al is there, right? Because if it's true that Al and Bob are there, then we know that it's true that Al is there, and we can just simply simplify that and say Al is there. And if we have a statement like if Al is there, then Cindy will be there, we can do, and we know Al is there, if A, then C, A is true, we can conclude C is true via a process called modus ponens. We'll talk more about that as we go along. But the basic idea here is if A, then B, A, therefore B. And so, C. And it's called modus ponens. And so if you can follow through step by step, line by line, you can follow the argument. And that's called natural deduction. The first rules we find are rules of inference, which are basically rules in which you apply to statements, to whole lines, and you can follow certain rules, either modus ponens, modus tollens, hypothetical syllogism, disjunctive syllogism, conjunction, simplification, addition, and what's our last rule? I'm forgetting it right offhand. But the basic point, though, is that we can go use these 8 rules of replacement and we can follow the logical process. And that's what we're going to learn.